Good day, fight fans. The source for Examiner.com is here with our New York boxing examiner, Michael Marley. Mikey, how you doing?
Hey, doing great, the source. I found out about, Manny fights 12 rounds. I found out 12 stories yesterday. 2 on 10 on Manny. So I think I went 12 rounds.
All right, man. Actually, I wanted to get your thoughts on Floyd Mayweather and Juan Manuel-Marquez fight on the 19th.
Well, I think you and I may be thinking along the same lines. I saw your column today on that fight, and more. I compared it. Look, some people think that Mayweather has to fight, lay back and be counter-punching and be so laid back like he was against the first 5 or 6 rounds against Otto, how he was really the whole fight. But I don't think he can afford to do that in this fight, because this fight is not going to be any pay-per-view monster. They're not going to fill up the arena unless they paper the house. Mm-hmm. I think Mayweather needs to make a statement here, because, it's like Bob Arum was telling some media guys the other day, make the fight with Mayweather. That's all promoter talk. But I think Mayweather, I compared it, I think the timing is right for Mayweather, and I compared it to a Hummer going head on into a Mini Cooper. Who's going to win that?
Yeah, I actually read that column.
Yeah, I just think that Juan Manuel, with all due respect, he's a hell of a fighter. He's kind of like what Ken Norton was to Muhammad Ali. Mm-hmm. If he fought Manny 7 times, it would be 7 hard fights. If he fought him 14 times, the same thing. You know so well, the styles make fights, and some styles make for difficult fights. And Manny and Marquez will always be difficult. But I don't think that Juan Manuel is going to be that difficult for Floyd. I think Floyd's going to be ultra aggressive. You think
the layoff or like the rib injury or whatnot is going to affect Floyd?
It's interesting. I mean, this was something new to me, although I've heard it on the internet and more or less in the rumor category. But Coach Roach told me in Manny's hotel yesterday morning when I saw Freddie that. By the way, Freddie didn't take any punches at Michael Kahn, just verbal ones. But he told me that he's always heard that Mayweather. One reason Mayweather did retire for the 21 months is he's had rotator cuff problems, and he's had surgeries twice on the same shoulder. Now, Freddie didn't know which shoulder, but it's no secret, Floyd always uses his shoulders. He uses them offensively and defensively. So, I don't know, maybe he needed that time off physically.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. That's a really good scoop. So, Freddie and Conks were friendly towards each other?
I think really the answer for them, listen, one thing I learned just from, an hour and a half, whatever, Manny the other day, and it wasn't just me, there were other writers and people, the media people, but he jokes with Michael Kahn about, you Canadian, and he said somebody asked him about politics, and Manny said, I'm not going to run, I'm going to have Kahn's run. We're going to see if we can be the first Canadian. There's kind of a, he's kind of like Manny's guy to, I won't say like Bodini Brown, he's not a joker or anything, but it's clear to me that Manny likes Kahn because he tells Kahn to do 150 things. I just think the problem is Kahn's, and he said it's ridiculous, it's absurd, it's a bunch of garbage, literally. But Freddie said, on the other hand, if Marquez beats Mayweather, all the fighters will be doing that. That was pretty amusing. But Manny acted like he'd never heard about it, and he said in English, he said that's toxic, that's waste, that's poison, and then he kind of grabbed his throat, Dennis, and he made like a choking sound. And it was pretty funny, like I said, Manny, you prefer Ginebra. With that milk, whatever that name of that milk that he and his mother promoting now. I just, I'm one who was just shallow Gatorade. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, historically, have you ever heard anything like that before?
I never did. The only thing I ever heard, D-Source, is the closest thing I ever heard to that is, there's this thing where I think it's Vladimir Klitschko claims that he takes his hand wraps, at least in training, and he pours his baby's urine on it, on the hand wraps. So I don't know. I hate to be the trainer that's warming him up.
All right, that's very interesting. Thanks for your time, Michael.
Hey, D-Source, next time you come to, I'm standing in Times Square right now. I just had dinner with the great Don Chargan, great promoter, and his lovely wife Lorraine, and Don was working for Golden Boy, but he says he thinks Manny is going to be the man on November 14th. So I look forward to meeting you soon, my Examiner brother.
Likewise, sir. Likewise. And thank you for your time, man. I appreciate it so much.
Okay,
All right, you too. Thank you. Bye.